Okay. Before we get this one underway, I just wanted to mention that Loki also, a little while ago, I did miss it when I came in, donated $3. Comment, I'm not quite sure what this was supposed to mean, but it just says message Kappa. Every dollar is appreciated, like I say. With cash donations for a food bank, they can turn every dollar donated to them into $10 worth of food for people who need it. So thank you so much, Loki. That's so generous. Thank you so much. Okay, mystery game time. I hope you are all sufficiently ready for the veil to be drawn back. Like I said, this isn't a game that's going to make you jump out of your chair and say, "Oh my God, it's that game," but it's a game that's it's a PS3 game that I have had for some time. I think it might have been a PS Plus game. I'm not sure. I've had it for the longest time. Played through it. It's very simple. It's very pretty. Very almost like and I think this is kind of what it's like. It's like a child's storybook basically. There's not a whole heck of a lot of gameplay intensifies to it, but it's a really lovely game. And it's a game called Rain. Not Risk of Rain, not Heavy Rain, not, what are some of the other games with rain in their title? I don't remember, but there are quite a few. But trust me, it makes it hard to find information about this game because it's just called Rain. And not only have I never done a full-on recorded speedrun of this game before, I've never even run this game with a timer before, so the estimate is a bit of a guess. World record for this game is 107, 108, something like that. So I figure 130 is probably pretty safe. Like I say, there are not a whole lot of... There's no, like, boss fights or anything in this. There's a few stealth sections that can get a little tricky. That's about as bad as it gets. So, I do hope you enjoy the game. I don't even know if this is going to set the game properly. There's just so much rain. Heavy rain, what is it? Risk of rain. Rain World. But no, this is just Rain. And actually, the name on speedrun.com is Rain with that little TM sign after it. And the only little bit of tech that I know that this game has is some of the ladder climbs are skippable. I don't know which ones. I just know that's the only guide on the speedrun.com page is a list of skippable ladders. So I think I turned my mic way the heck down earlier because it was echoing. I'm going to turn it back up just a little bit since I'm the only one talking right now. Let me know if it's too loud. But yeah, it would have been nice to do a practice run of this game at some point today. But the way I had the stream set up for... Now, the rain is too loud? Okay, I can turn it down. The way I had the stream set up, I was using my capture device to capture runs going from one PC to the other, which I do think makes things a little bit better, a little bit easier, if not simpler, but it does mean that I was not able to use it for this. But in any case, let's get this going. I think time starts... See, I don't even know the timing rules for this game, but it starts, I believe, here when we go 3, 2, 1, go. The controls for this game are pretty simple. You play as this invisible young boy who basically the entire... Press the start button to skip. There we go. The entire story is about you chasing after this invisible young girl and trying to survive the monsters in the city. That makes it sound a little more action-packed than it really is. It's not really that action-packed. And let's see, can I remember which button does run? It is square. Alright. As you can see, the rain makes us visible. That is intermittent. There's little platforming mechanics. Yeah, of course I'm skipping all the story. It is technically a speedrun, so no cutscenes. I will say that the story, if you watch that story, it strongly hints, might even come out and say, that the story is the little girl's dream. She basically dreams this story. And when we're inside and out of the rain, we are not visible. We still make footsteps, though. see him that way. The fixed camera makes this a little tough at times, but it's not too bad. I probably will still die several times, but the respawns are quick. And it's kind of interesting if you looked at... Yep, wrong way. If you look at my trophy data for this game, I got the first trophy for this game in, like, 2016, and all the rest of them several years later. So I started this game, put it down, and picked it back up. Okay, so, okay, not that way. Now, once we go over here, the monsters can't see us. And I believe they heck off in cutscene. And we will go back to the gate we passed, which I believe is now open. Yes, it is. Why am I going this way? You can see this game is just really quite beautiful indeed. But it's kind of a running simulator, if not a walking simulator, in most places. Alright, first little stealth section here. We just have to avoid the beasts. They really can't hear you unless you're right next to them. So I can go ahead and run even though I'm making splashing footfalls. And play this pretty safe. Just wait for him to turn around. And I believe we want to go this way. Cutscene there, skip. It's a long way off. I've got to make a run for it. Yeah, and the monsters run faster than the children. So, you have to have a pretty good lead on them. Yeah, the puddle makes your footsteps audible. There's also dirty water that will make you visible even when you're, under a roof. Okay, this is... because the beasts also become invisible when they're under a roof, so you gotta watch their footsteps a little, too. It's a little tricky. It's not quite as hard as it sounds, but it's a little tricky. Alright, so what we have to do here is stomp around in this puddle to get that guy to move. Not bad. Now we can go up here. This is honestly a game I've been wanting to run for some time. Even back when, before it had a speedrun.com page. You know, it does now. It's only 2 runs posted. Now, this is a spot I might die. I recall dying here a number of times. Yeah, if you walk slowly through the puddles, the monsters won't hear you. Alright, not bad. It's a little hard at times to tell when you do and don't have control. Alright, so what we need to do here, that's a platform we can't reach. It is out of our reach. We need to lure some monsters into crashing into this thing. 1 isn't quite enough, so we need to go lure some more. If you can tell, did the stream game update correctly? Oh, I thought we had to lure 2 more. This is just 1. I might have come too close to him. I think I'm alright. Yeah. Now stuff's all broken, and we can go up here. Alright. This game was actually made by Sony Japan Studios, so I don't know if you would call that an indie game. I think I started running a little too late. This guy might catch me. We're on to Chapter 2 now. This wasn't the express reason for the PlayStation theme of this event, and this is so... he's gonna kill me. No, he didn't. Cool. The controls for crawling through small spaces are very picky. This wasn't the express reason for the PlayStation motivation for this event, but once I had the event, you know, titled and branded this way... Oh, I am going the right way. I thought, oh, this must have just been an Easter egg. I knew I had to play this game. There's another gate there that gets broken open in cutscene. Ow. Oh, I thought I was in cutscene there. Ugh. And again, I thought I was in cutscene there. It is a little bit hard to tell sometimes. It's not as hard to tell as I'm making it out. So we open this. That lets the girl come in. Just have to close it before the beasts come in. And I could have skipped that whole thing. GG. Oh, but I'm stuck in here with one of them, and I'm dead. Alright, cool. Checkpointing in this game does tend to be fairly generous. This game is not so much meant as a challenge. I guess I just have to wait for that one to leave. Yeah. There we go. Not so bad. Ah. Yeah, there we go. There's the dirty water, so we can see our legs when we're under the roof. Running into, quote-unquote... Okay, yeah. We need to be invisible to this guy, or he will kill us. Running into, quote-unquote, clean water, again, makes us invisible. So yeah, we just have to avoid the dirty puddle. Yeah, whenever the screen goes all letterbox like that, you can definitely tell that you do not have control. Oh, okay, I thought his back was turned. Oh, right. Mabby. We have to make him move by doing a little dance. How does it go? Doing a little dance, making a little love, get down tonight with the music. That gets us our head start on him. If you try to go down the stairs, the monster will catch you. You have to go through that little cutout there. There's our goal. And it's a little bit inconsistent what obstacles the monster can destroy and which it can't. Yeah, I think we have to wait here. Maybe we don't. Yeah. Okay, church is definitely the next major area. I would like to run this game, you know, kind of semi-seriously. I am not at that point just yet. So yeah, we have to go there. Notice that the door is locked. And... isn't there a door on this side that's open? Yeah. Let's just go up through here. Sure don't call it. Okay, that's the monster catching up with us. I do remember this part, I just didn't remember that that was this part. So, oh. Yeah, we have to do this first. Oh, is he not in here yet? Because the key we need to open the other door is... Alright, yeah, the trigger for him to come in is us seeing the key. It's right there. Just need to... Yeah, in my first playthrough of this, I tried to, like, hit the organ and run out the door, because it's clear you need to hit the organ. You actually just need to hit the organ. You hit it, you wait a second, the monster comes in, like, oh, I heard something, and then it hecks off outside. And you can just emerge. Holding the key obviously betrays your position when you would otherwise be invisible, same as the dirty water does. We can now open this. And get the heck on out of here. If I can jump on the thing. If I can jump on the thing and not fall off of it. Good lord. This crawl space here is very easy to miss. Alright. Chapter 3, I believe, the factory? Well, the factory is the area. Do not remember which way to go. It's this way. Luckily, we land in clean water. That one's actually kind of irrelevant, just to introduce the idea of the towering monsters. And if you've played Horizon Zero Dawn, these things remind me of the Tallnecks from Horizon Zero Dawn. They are massive and very intimidating looking, but they don't actually attack you at all. These ones are, you can probably guess, they're used for mobile cover, because I think I'm going the wrong way, because the next ones we meet will move. Okay, I'm completely lost now. Like I said, it would have been nice to do a practice run of this game earlier today, but such is life. Yeah, there we go. There's the one that moves. Doesn't come all the way, though. So we do have to meet it halfway. And actually, this one doesn't move beyond there. There's one later, I'm sure of it. It's probably this one. That moves and you have to stay walking underneath it. Yeah, there we go. So you gotta watch your footsteps really carefully. And if you walk through the puddles, the aggressive monsters won't hear you and come kill you. Not getting killed is a plus. Hey man, I wanted to practice. I just... Oh, come on, I was invisible. You saw nothing. That's why I tried to give this a really heckin' safe estimate. Hour 30. I knew I was gonna die a bunch of times. I was gonna not know which way to go a bunch of times. So I guess I just need to walk underneath it. Yeah, the aggressive monster probably just heard my footsteps. Okay. Now we enter the factory proper. And we are still chasing after the little girl. Yeah, the unknown, I guess is what they're technically called. Yeah, okay, reset checkpoint. This is like you're supposed to hide in a locker, but where? Or do I just book it this way? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Perhaps this incentive was a bad idea, and I should have done a game I was a little bit more familiar with innately. I've been playing this game a lot off-stream. Just not to the point where I'm, like, perfectly, totally familiar with it. Mystery game number 2, now that it has also been met, I'm a little bit more up to date on that one. I will promise you that. Yeah, you can see there's lots of little cutscenes. This is, you know, very much a story game. And can't go down those stairs. I think I do that every time. Okay, this is the hide in a locker part. Huh? Yeah. I'll just let it kill me. It's not killing me. Why is it not killing me? Okay, cool. You have to climb up this thing while invisible, which is a little weird. I swear this is the hide in a locker part, because there's kind of a tricky little aspect to it the second time it shows up. You have to, because there's a row of 3 lockers, only one of which has a roof that isn't ruined, and you have to make sure you hide in that one, because the other ones have the rain coming through and you're still visible. And knowing which ladders you can skip is probably a decent little time save. Because they are not fast climbing down them. There we see her again. I don't know, I feel like when I was a tiny child, I would not have had the... I was gonna say courage, but it isn't courage to play around in places like this. It's just naivety, stupidity. I seriously am not sure I'm going the right way. I think this might have been an Easter egg that I've already collected. Yeah, let's reset the checkpoint. Yeah, there are little orbs that show up in, you know, several places throughout the game. Once you collect them, they're forever collected, and I guess this was the right way the whole time, because it's the only way. Huh. So I can't really, like, oh, there's one, you know. I think maybe there is one later that I haven't collected that I just don't know how to reach. But anyway, they correspond to... Here's the freaking lockers. They correspond to, like, pages of the storybook. That you can access in the menus. And I guess I didn't need to go in that one, because the beast doesn't come this far. But it does introduce the concept. We get into that one. We are invisible. You see the one in the middle, the top of it is ruined, so if the beast came by, it would be able to see us. And I guess it doesn't come this far. You can run in ordinary puddles, and the beasts won't detect you. It's just the big puddles where they will if you're running. This is honestly not the part of the game I was worried about forgetting. That was later. Alright. Oh. I remember from my last practice run forgetting about this. I did remember this lever being here, I just thought it was later. This gives us cover. And we walk through the big puddle. Ah, somebody saw me. Haha! I'm too fast for you. Another thing I am not quite on top of is precisely where the heck I am after each of the cutscenes. And it does not make things any easier when you're invisible. There I am. The cutscenes really are lovely. You know, definitely would recommend this game for casual play, and I think it'll make a better speedrun than I'm making it look right now. This is just a kind of a special event sort of thing. We move the ladder there, that lets us get up and over it. You can't actually fall off here. Well, you're supposed to fall off at this point, aren't you? side? It's the other side. Ah. Yeah, that was definitely where an Easter egg was. That one I do remember. Oh. It's in the building. Luckily, all of my running around with a chicken, like a chicken with my head cut off, only lasts a second or two at a time. Hello, Ligna. Good, good. Glad to hear it. As soon as I finish fumbling my way through rain, we will toss it over to you guys. If you see that sign there, Tut l'estral portano al circo, a lot of people play this game and they say the city feels like Paris or France or something like that. That phrase there actually is Italian, and it means all roads lead to the circus, which will make a little bit of sense later in the game. We have to push, or pull this away, rather. I thought we were pushing it in to keep the beastie from reaching her, but it's actually pulling it so she can go through it. Later on, we have to do that. Now this is the only locker with a covered roof, so that has to be the one we hide in. You can hear the beastie's footsteps. If I'm remembering correctly, he's going to dramatically fling open the door of every locker. Yeah? If we were in that one, he'd have seen us. The roof. If we were in that one, he'd have seen us. The roof. This one has a roof, so he won't see us in this one. Hooray! I demonstrated that I know something about this game. I'm not that upset about it. It is just kind of haha that I'm speedrunning this game for a marathon when I really don't know it all that well yet. I want to say he hacks off here. No, he doesn't. Yes, he does. Yeah. She pushes that down for us so we can climb on it. Up and over. Down we go. As you can see, the paths for where you need to go are generally pretty well marked off for you, like that ramp there. And this will be chapter 4 of 8. See the sign to the circus. Ah, too slow. I hit a button to retry. Here my button presses game. And we Crash Bandicoot for a second. Character running straight at the camera. Here we go. Oh, I thought we went up there. Eh. Gotta restart from the checkpoint. Because we will smash us to bits if we don't. Oh, yeah. That was just starting to happen. The girl lowers a board to make a little roof for us. The beastie gets annoyed, and he's gonna crash through the gate next to us. Kerblamo! Alright. Need you to move, bud. Okay, there we go. This enables us to get over here. Yeah, the early chapters in this game are longer than the later chapters. Later chapters are more complex, you know, just generally speaking. And now, what may have seemed like something that wouldn't happen until the very, you know, ass end of the game, the little boy and the little girl getting together, happens actually in the middle of the game. And it becomes sort of a quasi-co-op at this point. Not for the whole game, they will be separated again, but for a bit. Oh, I thought for a second there I got on first. The characters, you know, if you stop and look at them, you can see the difference, but at a glance, they look pretty similar. They're the same height, no real, you know, no real features on their bodies to tell them apart. You know, the hair, you can obviously see. The little girl is wearing a dress, the boy's wearing trousers. But other than that, not a big difference. We can't open this gate. So we have to... We have to aggro somebody out there, don't we? That's why the girl went this way. Oh, I'm feeling monumentally stupid now. The key is in one of these lockers. Yeah, there it is. So yeah, I'll get better at this game. But I do want to, you know, submit this run just as like a, I guess, a special event kind of thing. And I do not like that, that unlocking the gate and opening it requires separate inputs. I mean, it's logical, but where's my video game logic when I need it? the toy clown will draw the aggro of the monsters if we walk with it. And, like, drop it here. That allows the girl to walk past unscathed. I have to push this towards the... Oh, it's tank controls. No, what? What are you doing? Grab it and push it. Yeah, I didn't think it was tank controls. Just thought I let go of the grab button, apparently. Line it up with the gap in the fence. Which... Okay, I was about to say, have we not lined it up with the gap in the fence? It looks to me like we have. And these lights are now... We go here, and we can boost the girl up to next level. She'll kick the ladder down, and we'll join her. All through here. Trying to remember which run earlier today I said sort of kind of reminded me of this game, and I don't remember, because I want to say like, oh, don't you see now why I said that run kind of sort of reminded me of this one. Is that about Unfinished Swan? It's like... kid finding their way around? I don't know. It's been a long day. Come on, children. Oh yeah, driver, definitely. Yeah, so we needed to be on this side to be able to push this... circus cart away. We will climb on it on the other side to get to the next area. No, but seriously, was it Unfinished Swan that I said that about? I think so. Enough Kappas! Rugrat's kinda close. I believe the girl will rubber band to you if you hit a cutscene trigger. Yeah, you may not have been here at the time, Katsumo. Or maybe she just rubber bands you full stop. And I went the wrong way out of a 50-50 possibility. I feel so very smart. Those little critters there, that's actually what the game calls them, is critters. They will destroy monsters. They will also destroy you. So... don't get too chummy with them. They are hungry little critters. Oh, crap! Crap, I'm dead! I'm pretty sure even one will kill me, yep. Cool beans. I don't know how that caught up to me, the other ones didn't. Usually they travel as a pack. Hi, Alpha. Good to see you. Sometimes collision gets a little derpy. You can't drop down when it looks like you should. And the gameplay's very simple. It's kind of trial and error in your first playthrough. So we need to lure this guy over to break this, I'm pretty sure. No, that's wrong. Because he was only ever going to run into the girl there. And this is actually not a very good checkpoint. Oh, the game's offering me a hint! No! Well, if I don't end up hitting 130, we were a little ahead of schedule, so there is that. And it is actually morning time for our next and final runner, Alpha Temp. He is based in España, so probably a little more time to wake up wouldn't be the worst thing in the world for him. Oh, gosh. What am I doing? Fine, I'll do the hint. Yeah, I think I figured that part out, game. I know you're supposed to come back to the ground level here. I'm really quite sure you're not supposed to keep jumping there. And I'm dead again. Brother, maybe I won't submit this run. Still have the same hint? Yeah, it sure does. So I thought sure the idea was to lure the beast into... Yeah, you can't jump there. Into here. You get it to break this thing. It's like where these planks are leading, but when I tried that last time, I don't know if it was just bad timing, ran straight into the girl. Gee, many crickets. That was like pulling teeth. Okay, alright, so it's not to... Oh, I left too early! Let's see if it gives me a checkpoint after the beast is killed. It's not about breaking that door, it's about going where the beast was. Alright. Didn't give me a checkpoint after the beast being killed, but slightly more generous. That should not have taken as long as it did. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, they're all totally off the screen. Progress is being made. Gameplay is intensifying. For some reason I always want to jump on that. And jump on it from... Why are we not getting a new camera angle? What am I missing? There! Gee. So we have another little run-in with the critters. They too will have their attention focused by little things. We will use that to our advantage momentarily. Little visible things. Almost feel like I should just let the cutscenes play so I know what the heck I'm doing. Ah. Alright. Critters see this little doll here. We can pick it up and move it, and the critters will be very interested in us moving this little doll. We don't want to step out and become visible ourselves, or the critters will... the one looked like he was anyway. I was going to say key off of us and not the doll. You can tell the protagonist of this game is a weak little child. Up and over we go. Come on! Yeah, that way's not gonna work. That was pretty obvious. We're gonna actually boost her up. She will go around and unlock the gate, so we can go through this way. Kinda nice that the key is just right there. Oh, I thought we had to open the gate. Excuse me. So the last time I looked at the speedrun.com leaderboard for this game, the top run mentioned something about, it was, the comment was something like, okay run, didn't get the chapter 4 or whatever. I think it's referring to this. I'm not sure how this would be sped up, but I think this is what it's referring to. Or no, if not this, there's one later where you can't actually make this jump, this is a debate, where it's the girl on top of something like this, where this is the jump you can make, where there's a beast, you know, ramming into it like this. Yeah, I think that's actually what I'm thinking of. So disregard what I just said a second ago. I don't know what I'm talking about. As if that hasn't been made clear already. You have to fall really carefully here. If you fall all the way to the ground level, you'll die. You have to land on the rubble. Cutscene trigger. Chapter 5. hope you guys will agree this is a real pretty game. But if you have been getting, you know, maybe a little bit bored of, it is a little bit samey throughout the game up to this point. I'm not sure if it's the next chapter or the one after that. It will become, you know, not drastically different, but different enough. I think we just open this, let them out, and it will nom on that beast. If I can, thank you, reach the hitbox for the open button. Then they'll heck off. Alright. Oh, we have to get her up here first. Right, because she lowers the board. And that's how we survive opening the grate and letting the critters out. Otherwise, there's no way to let them out and turn the music box to bring the beast over. That draws the beast's attention. Now we've let the critters out. Okay, I guess we needed to do it in the other order. That's fine. And I think I actually wanted to run while they were nomming on the beast. But I think I'm okay. You have to just walk here, or walk through the puddles. If you walk the whole way, he'll catch up with you on foot speed. You have to walk through the puddles so he doesn't hear you. Girl has lagged behind us just a little bit. And by just a little bit, I mean hurry the heck up. We can't go that way, that means we gotta go this way. It's another gate that will be opened by a beast. May have gone out too far. No, I'm alright. I'm not alright. Okay, just need him to notice us. I think I know what I forgot. Yeah, I always love that in, not just speedruns, but casual playthroughs too. When the runner's like, oh, I'm okay. Crash bang dead. I'm not okay. Yeah, there we go. Just had to jump out of the way. Back in here, get the girl to come with us. She's really fixated on going that way for some reason. We want to go this way. second there like you could do it on either side. I didn't think that was the case. Oh, kiddo, can you hurry up, please? I wonder if this is a thing in the run where if you, like, stay close to the girl in spots like that, that she doesn't take 1,800,000 years to reach you. Climb! I hit the climb button. Gosh darn it. Yeah, alright, this here. This is where the girl is in that car, and we have to... What we have to do is unleash some critters to go eat that beast. I feel like there's more to it, though. Oh, we had to open the gate first. Yeah, so I'm dead. Reset the checkpoint. Open this, and then let the critters out. Let the critters out. Ooh, 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 ooh. That reference puts a date on me, doesn't it? Is there more to it than that? I didn't think there was more to it than that. Just had to lead them to the opened gate. Yeah, I thought about doing a practice run of this last night, but I knew I would be getting very little sleep tonight based on how late we're going and how early tomorrow's first run is. So I kind of prioritized sleep last night. Coming up on the end of Chapter 5, at least. 3 chapters left to go. Might be close with the estimate. We'll see. What we have to do here is drop off the edge of the bridge, walk on, yeah, you can see the ladder there. Walk to the side of it. Thanks, Legna. I'm not too worried about, you know, oh, this is gonna be a really sucky run. I knew this would be a really sucky run. I'm just, the part I'm, you know, sort of just a little bit feels bad man about is this is probably not that interesting to watch me die over and over, so, or not know where to go. So as you can kind of see on the bridge there were some critters. If we had tried to go straight through them, they would have had us for breakfast. I'm gonna go this way, that staircase over there. I believe that staircase in the background there is not even an Easter egg. That one was just a debate. There's nothing there. I don't like how the boy stops pushing after a moment if you need the girl's help. I wish she would just keep pushing. I feel like every other game in the history of ever works that way. And again, I could safely say Mystery Game number 2 will be at least a little bit smoother than this. Yeah, there we go. There's the ladder. It's not really as hard to know where you are when you're invisible as I might have guessed. And as I probably first thought when I played this game, I believe there is a beast inside this cage. So I'm just looking out for footprints. I don't see any. Maybe there isn't. In before spontaneously dead. Or maybe it's this one. Over here. Oh! We have to draw him in. We have to make some noise. There's the invisible beast. Yeah, you can see his footprints on the water. He is right next to me. There we go. Yeah, as long as you walk and don't run here, you just have to watch out for the footprints. You can see them on the water. Just a matter of knowing where you are. And it is a bit of a jolt, because it sends kind of a rumble through the DS3 controller as well. It's a bit of a jolt when they catch you. You know, not too bad. I strategically positioned clean water there to make us invisible again, and on to Chapter 6. This is where the world changes? Question mark? It's either 6 or 7. It's 7. Alright. Yeah, so here's the circus, as I mentioned, from that Italian graffiti earlier. Although it was titled $1 Million Circus in English. This is presumably the girl's house. We want to try to get inside, but there's somebody blocking our way. We gotta deal with him first. The girl leads him into the circus tent. And our goal is gonna be to trap him in here. And let us just see if I remember how to do that. Alright, so yeah, you can come up here, descend. He's not very smart. He doesn't know we're right next to him. Yeah, we don't want to activate this yet. That valve on the other side of this cart will play a noise, but we don't use it until... Well, I guess we don't use it at all. It's not used until later. First step is to push it in. I'm going to get to the tall ladder here. This gets us out of the beast's reach for now. But it's actually somewhat convoluted to trap him in this circus tent. And it's kind of easy here to, since you're invisible, you approach a ladder you want to climb, trying to hit the interact button, you go too far and you reach one that you end up going down. Which is a bit of a pain. Got some dirty water, so we are visible. So, oh yeah. Keep that down. I'm just gonna break in there and destroy this platform at the bottom. And what we have to do is... Okay, I was gonna say I forget how it's done. It's because it's done in cutscene. Throw a little toy down on the... Or no, that comes later. What we're doing right now is just he's in the center of the circus arena. We're trying to lower the cage around him. Spoiler alert, it is not quite this simple. Yeah, there's the toy I was thinking of. The toy is used to reposition him later on, to get him back to where he needs to be underneath this looming cage. Because there he moved. What a jerk. The girl throws the toy down to draw the beast's attention. What we must do is go down there. We have to do it the long way, since the platform below the long ladder was destroyed. We have to go down there and move the toy into the center of the circus tent. That will get the beast back where we need him to be, and we can lower the final valve. Or the girl does it in cutscene, actually. We don't have to climb back up to trap him in the cage. Oh, crap. Oh, for a second there I was running through the big puddle. I thought I screwed myself a little. This is where we need to hit this. And watch our step a little bit. Because the beast has walked through dirty water, so he's perma-visible. Just need to come over here, pick the doll up. And run. I don't know why I was walking. Drop it here. Get out of the way. And we're good. Yeah, big dramatic cutscene there where he gets stuck under the cage. That is, I believe, more or less the entirety of Chapter 6. We do walk through the girl's house a little bit. She'll lower this chest that we can climb on and get up to her level. Interestingly enough, if you stand below it as it falls, it will kill you. The game does know to look for that. And guess who has two thumbs and tested that out because they were curious. Yeah, there's some Easter eggs scattered throughout the house, or maybe just the one. You really just want to power your way through. See those puddles? House has seen better days, I would say. It's on to Chapter 7. And you can see the world looks a little different now. It's a little, as I run the wrong way, it's a little, looks a little less like the real world. It's a little blockier. Maybe that was the right way. Oh. Yeah, see, the quasi-narration even says, the world as we know it is gone. The town he had known is lost. It's honestly not quite as lush. But it does break the pattern just a little bit. Don't have to go up the stairs there, you can just climb that. Probably not even a big time save because the climbing animation is really slow. You can see critters in the cage there. I don't think we actually want to go up there, yeah. Just follow the critters in the cage. Remember the last time I did do a practice run, I went up there like 3 times. And a full-on beast in the cage as well. You know, don't take that to mean this area is without its dangers, because there are other beasts that are not caged. Although, admittedly, first part of this chapter is very, very safe. Very, not much can go wrong. Except falling to your death. Okay. There we have Beastie. Yeah, you'd think while his friend is being pursued by the beast up there, he could go down this ladder a little bit faster. But apparently no. Safety first. 3 points of contact with the ladder at all times. A little Chasey McChaserson sequence here. A little weird that the music stopped all of a sudden. I'm not sure it was supposed to. Or maybe I went the wrong way. I don't think I did. In the later parts of the game, I actually have somewhat more practice with. I don't know if that shows at all. to move a mobile roof for her. Climb! Holy heck! I hit the climb button several times, and I think the girl is dead now. Because I was supposed to move the thing before climbing, not after. I'm so very smart. I don't want to grab it again. Or do I? I do. I'm so very smart. It's not focus, it's just lack of familiarity with the game. I've played through this game, don't give me a hint game, I've played through this game 15, 20 times. You know, enough that I was willing to do it on the marathon. It was probably still just not a great idea just yet, but I don't know. I hope it's still at least somewhat entertaining and you're enjoying what a pretty game it is. I did have my Astro Runner earlier. That was a game I'm much more practiced with and have a somewhat competent time in. And as I say, Mystery Game number 2 will be smoother than this. For the most part. There is an aspect to it that may not be, that will make sense when the run happens. I promise it won't be a huge issue. So the beastie is now running after moi. Another little chasey chase coming up. That jump is very easy to die to. Just gotta hide here for a bit. Oh, you can't just stay in one place here. I forgot that part. The beast will find you if you just try to stay in the corner there. So you gotta walk around a little. Remember the first couple of times going through here is like, how did it find me? I'm invisible. But it's because he's like walking around and blindly swinging his club. There we go. Nice. Yeah, this one I remember my last practice run, making it a little too complicated. You don't really do anything here, you just wait until the girl lowers the ladder. You don't have to run and hide. You don't have to do anything to kill the beastie. It's because it's stunned by the light coming from over there. Spoiler alert, that light is the little girl's bedroom. Her actual bedroom. Her IRL bedroom, not the ruined house of the dream we ran through. Chapter 8. And the story that plays out in the cutscenes, you know, you see, even the way the writing is positioned on the screen when you go past these places, as I say, look like they're straight out of a child's storybook. Even the way the writing is positioned on the screen evokes that, as far as I'm concerned. And the story that plays out is certainly a very simple one, but it's very lovely, very sweet. A bit melancholy, as Katsumo was saying earlier, but still very lovely and sweet. Okay. Just gotta make sure he's not looking our direction when we cross the street here. And when I'm gonna play this super safe, just wait a whole nother cycle, wait for him to come back and turn around again before we go in the crawl space. Alright. He's gonna come after us, but he will actually be too heavy to cross that bridge. Now we can advance forward. I think we are actually pretty close to done with the game. You know, we haven't seen the last of the big beastie. There is one more, at least one more encounter with him. I know that that's still coming. But we are definitely getting pretty close to the end of the game. You're trying as ever to go toward the light. And that will become especially clear very soon in what is our final encounter with the beastie. Now we defeat him once and for all. I think this will go a smidge over 130, but 130 was still a pretty solid estimate. We don't want to go down there, we want to go up. Remember being heckin' debated by that on several of my practice runs, such that it did finally stick with me. Goof something here. Oh no, I didn't. So we have to get over here. I just have to do it a little faster than that. I just have to get over there and help her push. Am I supposed to go the other way? Yeah. I'm not. Oh, come on! Where's the opening? I'm still over there? Oh, God. I did not realize I was still on the one behind where the beast was. That was terrible. Okay, now I'm where I think I am. There, Jiminy Crickets. Crash Bandicoot once again. As we run directly at the camera. And I goofed. I guess we weren't quite as close to the end as I thought we were. Because I thought there was just the last thing left with the big doors and trapping the beast in the light. That's how you finally, once and for all, kill it. But no, there was this. It sort of hinted that the girl is sickly. You know, not in really the very best of health. That's why she's bedridden. There might be aspects to who the boy is that I don't really remember. It's been a little while since I've done like a story playthrough of this and like watched the cutscenes and everything. I certainly remember the major aspects of it. Okay, there's the big doors with the light. It's just around the corner there. Yes, this is how you finally eventually do kill it. You're cornered and helpless, but the light hurts it. So we have to open the big doors and let more light in. However, this will also make us invisible. Ah. I don't know where I am. I don't have any, like, hardly any footsteps to go off. Don't I have to open the other door? I'm almost positive I have to open the other door. Oh! This is where we have to find the girl. I thought that came after. Yeah, she's by the manhole cover. Now we open the other door. There we go. Then we drag the beastie out into it. Shut the doors behind him, and that's time. Now that part there where you're groping around blindly to find the girl, the game eventually does say, alright, enough of this, and the beast will spring to life and kill you if you take too long. Now we just have to shut the doors. Okay, we're starting with this one. That is time. That is not time. That is time. Okay. Forgot that last part. Not the first time I've said that during this run. But that's Rain. Really pretty game. Really kind of a relaxing game. Even with all those, moments where you can get randomly, not randomly, but it might seem randomly, murked by the invisible beasts. And just a really lovely game that I really think a lot of.